Good morning, guys. Coming to you early in the morning from the UK, and I just thought I'd share a really good question that came up last night on a Zoom call with an Argentinian client. He was actually Argentinian but lives in Portugal, and we were talking about the Cleveland, Detroit, and in general investing. It was a first call with the client, and he's got about $80,000 to invest, which is a decent budget for, let's say, for example, a nice single family home in Cleveland or in Detroit. So we were talking about it and you know what area would be best for him to invest in, and he asked me the question. We were talking about location and how important location is. So he asked me, Mike, would I not be better like buying in an A or a B neighborhood in Cleveland or Detroit for maybe, let's say, 160 or 170 and taking a mortgage out? Which is a really good question, because when anybody ever thinks of property, and I always recommend we look at the location. But what I said to Jaime last night on the call was, you have to be careful, because I think, as much as, you buy a better property in a better location and you spend more money on it, the rents don't go up the same as the price. So what you might find is, for example, let's say you bought a property in Cleveland in University Heights and you spent, let's say, I don't know, maybe $230,000, you put $80,000 down, you get a mortgage on the balance, the rent would probably be around about $1,500 or $1,600. So your cap rate or your return would be probably in and around the 9 or 10% rate after you paid off your mortgage, your taxes and your management. Whereas if you look for, let's say, a C or even a D neighborhood, because where the city is spending money is where really you're going to see growth over time. So if you looked at let's say a single family home in a nice area like Buckeye Shaker or Glenville or South Collingwood, North Collingwood, maybe not North Collingwood because the prices have gone up quite a lot there in Cleveland, the rent on a single family home on a 3-bed or 4-bed could be, let's say, $1,200 or $1,300, but you're paying $80,000. So your cap rate or your return would be anywhere between, let's say, 15 to 18%, as opposed to 9 or 10% in an A area. So it was a good question. I just thought I would share it with you, because it's you would think sometimes, if I buy in a better location, it's a better investment, but it's actually not. You're better buying in an area that's potentially up and coming, and that could be a B area or an A area in the future, and your return on investment would be higher, and your potential growth is going to be higher as well. So the likelihood is, what you're going to find is people buying in the likes of University Heights, Cleveland Heights, all of the suburbs of Cleveland are going to be homeowners. So they're going to be people that are wanting to live there, their kids want to go to school there, and so on. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you this morning. It was a good question from the client last night, and I hope you all have a good day. All right, thanks.